Konnichiwa, fellow foodies! This Saturday was my little adventure. Over the prior week, there'd been a cherry blossom festival in Seattle. That's a lot longer than the ones I remember in pre-COVID years. And the last time any of you caught me covering a Seattle Festal, as the monthly series is called, it looked like this. It's been a while. Seattle is the sister city of Kobe, Japan. You may have heard of Kobe beef, and as I was reading all the placards and signs that day, I wondered how many in Kobe have heard of Washington State beef. Washington beef used to have Sam Elliott voicing the radio ads. Anywhom, this celebration commemorates us being given cherry blossoms straight from Kobe. Although they're not just found in their namesake Kobe Terrace Park, off the top of my head, I'd wager some of the beautiful flowering trees at the convention center were part of that set. I got there crazy early. There were supposed to be several sites doing this and that outside of the convention center, but I could not find a one of them. And so much of the international district was closed. I figured I'd just skip the town hopping and go straight to the center. Maybe swing by Kobe Terrace on my way back, if it wasn't too rainy, and see if the picnicking had started there. It hadn't. As for the Seattle Center itself, this was a familiar sight. I remember discussing Toei's Spider-Man Japan series with a spider-clad street performer, coming down from the top of the steps to see a demonstration on a small stage, while the others were waiting to take their turn. I regret not being there in time for the taiko drummers, who were waiting to do their thing, but photographing the pagoda, that is also their gazebo, is always fun. When I was inside the Seattle Center Armory, and no, I don't know why they call it that, there was a circular ring of people flowing like a stream. A very crowded stream that was trying to go in two directions at once. And somewhere in the stream was a food stand that made little bento portable lunchboxes. See the series Bento for more details, although there were a lot less jump kicks in this one. I could get to the end of the line, since it wasn't that long if you were waiting for a bus. But in these conditions and feeling that hungry, it felt inexcusable, especially when I had to buy a $20 ticket. Obviously, I went with something else. With tax and a 20% tip, it was still roughly $14. And 2 meals, each larger than what I was offered in the bento box. And so much more balanced. Since I brought drinks with me, and now had my own lunch in a box, it was dessert time. I had a couple of choices, but instead I went with the free Kit Kats. Kit Kats are given out as gestures of good luck in Japan, often to students. Our university life has Bud Light. Japan has hundreds of flavors of Kit Kat. Green tea, roast potato, dark chocolate, toffee. I thought that these would suffice, especially when paired with the Flower Kisses candy I was given. Candy flavored and made from edible petals. There's a treat I don't get to have every day. The packaging looked like different types of blossoms, but the color said peach petals, and the flavor said peach fruit. Huh. Still glad I tried them. When that was done, I went up top. The second floor has a public school section, and I remember taking cosplay photography there. Who remembers Homestuck? I also remembered trying on cheap kimonos with an ironic $100 bill print, which were not there this year. I saw my old acquaintances from the Japanese Consulate General again. Haven't seen them since I was still doing Sakura-con. Of course, now their position in the tower is open by appointment only. I tried to see if they were still there the night that I saw that GameWorks was still there. I had arrived too late and the whole thing was closed. I also saw the JET program. First, they tell you that anyone can take part. Then they say you need your bachelor's degree. Then they say that anyone can take part so long as they have their bachelor's degree. Well, that certainly wraps things up, huh? Lulz. Definitely going to be back next year. Are there any other Seattle Festivals you'd like me to cover this year? Please remember to do all the YouTube things. And see you next time.